All right, let's talk about something we all see every single day, but maybe don't really look at: our car's lights. We're going to cover some super simple checks, some really common problems, and what you need to know to make sure your car is safe, legal, and ready for the road. We mostly think of headlights as just, well, lights for seeing in the dark. But what if I told you they're actually a language? It's how your car communicates with every other person on the road. The real question is, are you listening to what they're saying? So think about it. Every single light on your car is sending a signal. It tells other drivers, hey, I'm here. It shows them how big your car is, and most importantly, it telegraphs what you're about to do next. When even one of those bulbs goes out, that communication breaks down. It creates this dangerous gap of uncertainty, and that's exactly where accidents find room to happen. So, how do you make sure your car is speaking loud and clear? Well, the good news is you absolutely do not need to be a mechanic for this. There's a simple 2-minute walk-around check that anyone can do, and honestly, it's one of the most important safety inspections you can perform on your own car. It's really this easy. You just turn on your lights and take a walk around the car. But here's the cool trick number 3. Use reflections. If you're by yourself, just park facing a garage door or a big storefront window. You can see all your front lights perfectly. Then you can use your mirrors to check your rear lights against a wall behind you. Of course, the fastest way to check brake lights is still just to grab a friend for 30 seconds. And when we say check the lights, we mean all of them. We're not just talking about headlights. Every bulb on this list has a critical safety job. That third brake light up high, it's been proven to prevent rear-end collisions. Even that tiny little bulb lighting up your license plate, that's what keeps you on the right side of the law. Okay, so your car's talking to other drivers with its outside lights, but it's also trying to talk to you with the lights on the dashboard. These little symbols aren't just for decoration. They're your car's vital signs. And luckily, there's a universal color code that's super simple to understand. Red means stop. Seriously, pull over safely and figure it out. It's warning you about a major issue. Yellow or orange is basically a check engine soon light. It's a heads up that something needs attention. And green or blue? That's just informational, letting you know your high beams are on or cruise control is set. The big takeaway here? Never, ever ignore a red or yellow light. Here's a classic bit of car speak. You hit your turn signal, and suddenly it's blinking at double speed. Click, 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 click. That's called hyperflashing. And 9 times out of 10, your car is literally screaming at you that a turn signal bulb on that side is burned out. This system is so smart it knows less power is being used, so it speeds up the blinker to get your attention. It's a brilliant little built-in diagnostic tool. So what happens when you do your walk around and you actually find a problem? Okay, let's roll up our sleeves and get into some basic troubleshooting. We're going to tackle the most common issues you're likely to run into. You know that feeling, right? You're driving at night and it just feels dim, like your headlights aren't pulling their weight and you're straining to see the road. What is going on there? Well, a lot of the time, the simplest answer is the right one. The bulbs are just getting old. Halogen bulbs lose brightness over time. It's totally normal. The other huge culprit is that hazy yellowed plastic lens on the outside. It's like trying to see through dirty glasses. But dimming can also be a warning sign of a bigger electrical problem, like a dying battery or a bad connection that's starving the bulbs of the power they need. All right, how about flickering lights? That annoying, distracting pulse that's not only irritating, but also a really clear sign that something is wrong with the electrical system. Flickering almost always comes down to one thing: an inconsistent supply of power. And you might be seeing a pattern here. A weak battery or failing alternator are, again, prime suspects. But honestly, the most common reason is just a bad connection somewhere. It could be a loose battery terminal, a corroded wire, a bad ground, which is the path the electricity takes to get back to the battery, or even just a bulb that's wiggled loose in its socket. Next up, the dreaded foggy headlight. And this really comes in 2 different flavors. You've got the hazy, yellowed oxidation that builds up on the outside, and then you have the much more serious problem of moisture and condensation getting trapped on the inside. That hazy stuff on the outside, a restoration kit can work wonders. But here's the key, and this is the step everyone skips. You have to finish the job with a UV sealant. Otherwise, it'll just get yellow and foggy again in a few months. Now, if you see water inside the headlight, that's a whole different ballgame. It means the seal is broken. You've got a crack, a worn-out gasket, or a vent is clogged, trapping moisture in there. This one is really weird and pretty dangerous. You walk out to your car in the parking lot and the brake lights are on. The car's off, nobody's touching the pedal, but they are just glowing. What on earth could cause that? The number one suspect almost every single time is a tiny little part called the brake light switch. It's a little button that sits right up by the brake pedal arm. When it fails or gets knocked out of place, the car thinks you're pressing the brakes all the time. It can also be a stuck pedal or a short circuit, but 9 times out of 10, you want to check that little switch first. Okay, let's shift gears and talk about technology. A lot of people want to swap out their old yellowish halogen bulbs for those super bright modern LEDs. And while they look great, there are some really critical things you have to know before you even think about making that switch. The pros are pretty clear, right? LEDs last way longer, they use less energy, and they turn on instantly, which is a great safety boost for brake lights. But, and this is a huge but, there's a catch. They are almost never a simple plug-and-play solution. They can cause that hyperflash we talked about or trigger dashboard warnings. But way more importantly, if you put an LED bulb into a headlight housing designed for a halogen, it can create a terrible beam pattern that blinds oncoming drivers. Plus, their legality can be a major gray area. Whew, okay, we have definitely covered a lot of ground. So let's just boil this all down to the essentials. What are the key takeaways you really need to remember from all this? First and foremost, be proactive. Don't wait for an annual inspection or a police officer to let you know a light is out. Make that 2-minute walk around a habit, and listen to your car when it talks to you. Pay attention to those dashboard warnings. They are your early warning system. Second, when things go wrong, learn to think electrically. So many of these common problems, the dimming, the flickering, they don't point to a bad bulb. They point to what I call the unholy trinity of electrical problems: a bad ground, a loose connection, or corrosion. Always check those simple things first. And finally, if you're gonna upgrade smart. LEDs are cool, but you have to do your research. You absolutely must make sure they're compatible with your car, that they produce a safe beam pattern that won't blind other people, and that they're legal to use on the road. Your safety and everyone else's has to come first. It's kind of amazing when you think about it. The safety of a 2-ton machine hurtling down the highway can depend on one little bulb or a single clean connection. It really makes you wonder, what other big, complex systems in our lives are depending on tiny little details that we usually ignore? Something to think about. Thanks for tuning in.
Please like, subscribe, and get notified.